Hey everyone, we live in a hyper-connected world where technology affects every part of our daily lives. Social media platforms are everywhere, influencing how we talk, work, and even how we think. While offering clear advantages like easy connection and information sharing, these platforms have also brought a new set of challenges. The ease with which we can connect with anyone, anywhere, has a downside. A growing concern is the impact of too much social media use on mental health, especially its link to anxiety. Constant notifications and the pressure to always be up to date can be overwhelming. Recent studies show a worrying connection between heavy social media use and increased anxiety levels, especially among young adults and teens. Being hooked on these devices can lead to a cycle of anxiety and isolation. The constant flood of perfect pictures, carefully built personas, and idealized versions of reality can fuel feelings of inadequacy and anxiety. We only see the best parts of other people's lives, which can make us feel less than. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, gets amplified as we scroll through endless feeds of our friends' seemingly perfect lives. This can lead to a sense of exclusion and loneliness. This digital avalanche can leave us overwhelmed, anxious, and disconnected from ourselves and the world around us. It's important to find a balance and remember the importance of real human interaction and time away from screens. One of the sneakiest ways social media adds to anxiety is through social comparison. This is especially dangerous because it often happens subconsciously, without us even realizing it. As humans, we naturally compare ourselves to others. It's a survival mechanism that helped us in the past, but today, it can have negative effects. Social media platforms, with their carefully chosen feeds and highlight reels, make this tendency worse. Every post, every photo, every video is carefully selected to show only the best. We're constantly bombarded with pictures and stories of people who seem to be living the dream, traveling to exotic places, enjoying fancy meals, and reaching career milestones. This makes us feel like our own lives are less interesting or less successful. This constant exposure to other people's carefully curated online profiles can make us feel inadequate and envious. We start to think we're not good enough, pretty enough, or successful enough. We might start to question our accomplishments, our relationships, and even our appearance. This can lead to lower self-esteem and increased anxiety. This negative comparison with others can spiral into anxiety, low self-esteem, and even depression. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. It's crucial to remember that social media often presents a distorted view of reality. People only show what they want you to see, hiding their struggles and less glamorous moments. Think about how that perfect Instagram picture is made. Filters, poses, lighting, it's all planned. There's a lot of work behind every photo that we don't see. Remember this the next time you feel inadequate comparing yourself to others online. Social media platforms are cleverly designed to tap into our natural desire for validation and belonging. Likes, comments, and followers have become a kind of social currency, a metric by which we measure our worth and popularity. This constant search for external validation can be harmful to our mental health. When we tie our self-worth to the number of likes on a post or the number of followers we have, we give away our power. We become dependent on external validation for our sense of self-esteem. This dependence can lead to anxiety, depression, and a diminished sense of self. It's essential to cultivate a sense of self-worth that's independent of external validation. In short, we need to learn to love ourselves for who we are, not for how many likes we get. In an increasingly connected world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant presence of social media. However, there are ways to manage this anxiety and find balance. Recognizing the problem is the first step. Understanding that excessive social media use can negatively impact our mental health is crucial. There are practical steps you can take to manage social media anxiety and reclaim your mental well-being. Physical activities like yoga, running, or simply a walk in the park can do wonders. Start by limiting your screen time. Try putting your phone away and dedicating yourself to a good book or a hobby you're passionate about. Set realistic daily or weekly limits for social media use. Use a timer or a planner to help you stick to these limits. There are apps that can help you track and manage your time spent on social media. Turn off notifications to reduce distractions. The constant pings and buzzes of notifications can be a major source of anxiety. Each notification pulls us away from the present moment, and increases our stress levels. Disable non-essential notifications to create a calmer and less distracting digital environment. This will allow you to better focus on what truly matters. Be mindful of the content you consume. Not all social media content is beneficial for our mental health. Unfollow accounts that trigger feelings of inadequacy, envy, or anxiety. Clean up your feed to make it a more positive space. Curate your feed to include uplifting, inspiring, or informative content. Choose to follow accounts that inspire you and make you feel good. Remember, you have control over your digital environment. The power of offline is rediscovering the joy of real-world interactions. One of the most effective ways to combat social media anxiety is to engage in offline activities. Make time for activities that bring you joy and connect you with the real world. Spend time in nature, pursue hobbies, read books, or have meaningful conversations with loved ones. Cultivate real connections. Prioritize face-to-face interactions with friends and family. Strive for phone-free meals and engage in meaningful conversations. Remember, true connections are built on shared experiences, not just online interactions. Think of a nice evening with friends, maybe over a pizza or a good plate of pasta. It's much more rewarding than 1,000 likes. We need to build a support system and cultivate meaningful connections beyond the screen. In an increasingly digital world, it's easy to feel isolated and alone. Building a strong support system is crucial for managing anxiety and promoting mental well-being. Connect with friends and family. Make time for in-person interactions. Share your feelings and experiences with people you trust. Join a club or a group. Engage in activities that align with your interests. This is a great way to meet people with similar interests and build new connections. Remember, you are not alone. Reach out to others for support. Surround yourself with positive influences. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Talking to someone, whether it's a friend, family member, or a professional, can make a difference. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you relate to these situations, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel, turning on notifications so you don't miss upcoming content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.